Amidst the silent night, Leonardo tread cautiously through the dark corridors of his deserted school. As a diligent student, Leonardo often stayed late in the school library to study. However, that night, the usually soothing silence turned into something ominous. He felt like something was peering at him from the darkness. Leonardo, a 20-year-old man, possessed striking features with his neatly groomed black hair and sharp brown eyes. Yet that night, his face was filled with tension and anxiety as he tried to shake off the fear haunting him. As he approached the bookshelves, he suddenly felt a chilling breeze piercing through him. The atmosphere seemed to darken and become eerie. He tried to dispel his fear and continued his journey, but something unseen held him in place. Suddenly, from behind the dark bookshelf, emerged a terrifying figure. A pale face with hollow eyes stared at Leonardo with malice. It was the ghost of the library, rumored among the school's students, but Leonardo had never believed in its existence until now. As Leonardo attempted to step back, he felt his legs heavy and difficult to move. Like trapped in quicksand, he tried to avoid the ghost's gaze, but the more he struggled, the stronger the feeling of fear held him. The library ghost, known as Armand, seemed to have the power to manipulate reality around him. He moved books on the shelves with unearthly force, creating a chilling and claustrophobic labyrinth that hindered Leonardo's escape. Leonardo felt trapped in a living maze of books, with Armand watching him intently. In desperation, Leonardo tried to remind himself that he was only facing a ghost, a non-physical entity that shouldn't be able to harm the living. However, the tension and fear he felt were so real, making it hard to trust his own thoughts. As Leonardo continued to search for a way out, he heard strange echoing voices around him. The voices sounded like formless whispers that filled his mind with fear. Armand, with his dark powers, controlled the environment around him to add terror to Leonardo. Meanwhile, in the real world, Leonardo's friends began to worry as he didn't return from the library. They decided to search for him, unaware that he was trapped in the dark and terrifying world created by Armand. Leonardo continued to struggle to keep his mind sane and not to be influenced by the dark forces surrounding him. However, the longer he remained trapped in the library, the more fragile his courage and balance became. At one point, Leonardo almost gave in to despair. However, just before he surrendered, a soft woman's voice echoed in the distance. The voice gave him newfound courage, reigniting his determination to survive and fight the darkness threatening him. With newfound courage, Leonardo continued his journey through the dark library corridors. He faced obstacles and horrifying ghosts conjured by Armand, but with a strong resolve, he managed to overcome them all. Finally, after a fierce struggle, Leonardo found a way out of the library maze. The light of the full moon welcomed him outside, giving him relief and freedom from the terror he experienced inside. However, as he stepped out of the library, he realized that his battle with Armand was not yet over. The library ghost was still there, lurking among the shadows with unknown evil intentions. With caution and heightened vigilance, Leonardo left the library, but he knew that their fight was far from over. He had learned that the world was full of unexpected darkness, and that only with courage and determination could he face it and survive. Since that night, Leonardo never stayed in the library late at night again. However, he also never forgot the terrifying experience he had, and the figure of Armand still lurking in the shadows. For him, the library was no longer just a place for studying, but also a place full of dark secrets and unexpected dangers.